Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for my Tiny Bottled series. This is the third bottle that I will be making out of a set of 4. So this one is going to be a music themed bottle. And the first thing I'm going to do is attempt to remove the label. Just let's score it and that'll open it right up. All right. And take the tops off. These tops we will cover with paper. We'll put those here. We'll do that later. This is such a cute little bottle. I'm so happy to be doing this. I was thinking about using this one. It looks like writing. About right where I cut it. So we'll just cut it real. Don't have to be real specific with that cut because that's the bottom, and we will be sanding that off. All right. Yep, that's going to be great. I hope you can see that, but that's fitting. And let's go through and snip the top like we have been. This one's not as curvy as the other one, but there are some curves, so we just want to go ahead and do that. Time to decoupage, Mod Podge, whatever. And the neck. The edges of this bottle are curved. I don't know if you could tell when I showed you the bottle, so I want to make sure that I pinch or push the paper into that curve. Oh, I forgot to crinkle this paper. That's okay, you know what? It's working fine and it looks fine, so no sweat. And I'm pushing it into the curves of the bottle. There's just this little curve here on each side. And now I'm going to push the neck down. So let's start with the back. Looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a split back here. That's okay because I am sure that I will be covering that with an embellishment. All right, let's set this one aside to dry, and then we will probably layer it with the music notes. I think that'll be nice on this particular bottle. Once that's dry, I'm going to use my sandpaper to sand the edges off. Since this bottle has curves, I find that sanding the edges is easier and more effective than trying to cut that paper to the exact size of the bottle. This paper has some tiny music. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to get it close. It's got some tiny sheet music on it. So I'm going to tear this. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to tear this into strips because I'd like to decoupage it onto one of the bottles. I'm going to tear a little bit more off of here just to make sure it's the shape and size that I want. And now I need to play with it a little bit just to see exactly where I want to place it. I could have them horizontally to each other, but I think I'm really gonna like it if they are almost going in opposite directions of one another. I'm going to use Mod Podge and a small paintbrush to adhere the paper to the bottle. Once I get the paper on there where I want it, I'm going to put a final coating of Mod Podge over the top just to seal everything in. I'm going to add a piece to the back as well. Okay, before I go any further with my little bottles, I'm going to put a layer of Mod Podge on them just to protect the paper. I'm preparing to embellish the bottle now. So I have these little tiny flowers and they're made out of satin ribbon. and I'm going to color some of them with my permanent markers. Right now, as you can see, they are a cream color, which is lovely, but doesn't necessarily go with the design of the bottles or the colors that are on the bottle. So I'm going to test out some black and also some aqua or teal colors, and also a little bit of pink in there. I found that if I combined this light green and then this blue, it actually came out so close to the actual color of the aqua that I have on the bottle. So I was really happy with that. Alright, so I have a nice little combination of flower colors here. I have the blue-green aqua, and I have pink, and I have black. And now I'm going to go around the colored flowers and just put the tiniest bit of black around some of the edges just to make them pop. Now that the flowers are all done, I'm going to hot glue a thin satin black ribbon around the neck of the bottle. Now I'm going to hot glue the little flowers. I added a few extra flowers, and I had not colored them in before I glued them on, so I'm going to go ahead and color them in now. I don't know if you remember, but the blue paper that I have on this bottle has very, very tiny music notes. So I want to continue with that theme, but add some larger music notes, because you really have to look closely at the blue paper to see them. So I found that I have this sticker, and it's a clear sticker, but the music notes are black. So I'm going to add that to this bottle. Now it's time for me to begin decorating the top of the bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and use some more of the blue paper that I tore into strips. I will adhere them with tacky glue, and then once that's dry, I will go over it with Mod Podge in order to seal them. Now that the glue is dry, I will use some sandpaper and sand off the edges. I'm going to add some embellishment now, so I'm going to use jewelry wire and some beads that I happen to have in my collection. And I put the beads in this little cup, and then I just reach in there with my jewelry wire, and the bead just slides onto it, so it makes it really easy to get those beads onto the wire. I feel like I have enough beads on the wire, so now I'm going to go ahead and wrap that wire around the neck of the bottle. And here we are with our finished product. I'm really happy with how this bottle came out. I hope that you have enjoyed spending some time with me today and watching me create this bottle. If you would like to see more of my creations, please hit the subscribe button and also the little bell so that you'll get reminders when my new videos come out. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And don't be afraid to leave a comment or a question if you have one. I'd love to get to know you better. Thanks for watching. See you soon.